Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video, and today we're going to be checking out a weapon that's quite honestly one of the best, if not the best, multi-purpose weapons in Fallout 76. That's right, we're going to be checking out the minigun, and not just any minigun. So without any further ado, let's dive right on in. And here it is, the anti-armor plus 50% bashing damage plus 250 damage resistance while reloading minigun. Now you're probably thinking, what's so special about this minigun? There's a ton of other incredible weapons out there that completely outshine the minigun. This thing's a dinosaur, so why keep it? It even has bashing damage. There's probably only one good thing for this, and that's trading it in for scrip and scrapping for steel. Well, that's where you're wrong, because this minigun is about to become a permanent extra £20 in your inventory, and mainly because of one particular mod. Now, at this stage, if you use the minigun in the way I'm about to show you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't, well, you're about to, because the mod I'm talking about is the Minigun Shredder. And quite honestly, this is a mod, and with the right rolls, is one you definitely don't want to sleep on. Because once you pop on the Minigun Shredder, along with some legendary rolls like, I don't know, maybe anti-armor with plus 50% bashing damage, then this weapon turns into a monster. And you don't even need to listen to rock music while grinding your enemies into dust. You can listen to something like, I don't know, maybe classical? Or country. Or you don't have to listen to any music at all, as the soundtrack it makes while tearing through enemies is the perfect soundtrack that you need. And even if you get bored of using the shredder, which I don't see how that's possible, but if you do, you can still use the minigun as intended, because even with the anti-armor effect and with the right build, this thing is still a monster. So with that, let's check out the mods and the build that we're going to be running with today's showcase. With the mods, and as I mentioned earlier, you can use this weapon in a few different ways. So with the mods, we've popped on the accelerated barrel for improved rate of fire and damage, and this mod will really help improve the rate of damage on the shredder mod. The gunner sights for improved accuracy, not really something that you need, but we've popped it on anyway. But the main mod you want to aim for, which is the shredder mod, which will give you superior bash damage, and if you want to get this mod, you can either find it from vendors, or if you scrap enough miniguns, you have a good chance of learning the plan for the mod. And lastly, we've popped on the chrome paint, because why not have a little bit of chrome in your life? And as I mentioned earlier, the legendary effects we have with the minigun is the anti-armor effect, which is going to be one of the main effects you want to look out for, along with the bashing damage increased by 50% effect, and that's the effect that's really going to bring the shredder mod to life. And with these two effects working together in unison, well, you've already seen what it can do. We also have the plus 250 damage resistance while reloading, and quite honestly, this roll isn't a bad one if you decide to use the minigun as intended and load it up with a load of bullets. But honestly, if you're mainly going to be using it as a £20 melee weapon, then I'd probably try and look out for something like maybe 90% reduced weight, or maybe even something else. Now onto the perks and the build. With the perks and the build, you can really take the opportunity here to mess around with whichever kind of setup you like. But today we're going to be utilizing power armor, because why not? It's power armor and it's fun. And if you're having fun, well, that's all that really matters. But obviously, because it's a minigun and because we're using this as a multi-purpose weapon, we've only popped on one rank of the heavy gunner perk cards. Only in this instance if you use this weapon while firing bullets, just to give it a 10% damage increase. And if you're thinking, why not stick on max rank of all of the heavy gunner perks, well, unfortunately that actually won't boost the damage dealt by the shredder, because the main card you want to focus on for this build and to really bring the shredder to life is max rank of the basher perk, as gun bashing will now do plus 50% extra damage with a 10% chance to cripple your opponent. We also have max rank of glow sights that you now deal plus 60% extra damage to glowing enemies, max rank of suppressors that your target's damage output is reduced by 30% for 2 seconds after you attack, and max rank of tenderizer vaporizer so you make your target receive 10% more damage for 10 seconds after you attack. Because we're a low health build, we have max rank of Nerd Rage, and we also have max rank of Stabilized, and yes, Stabilized will affect the Shredder, so having that 45% extra anti-armor effect will really work well with the anti-armor legendary effect that we already have with the minigun. And lastly, to increase the damage a little bit more, we have max rank of Bloody Mess for 15% bonus damage. The rest of the build is mainly made up of damage resistance and mitigation perks, and quite honestly, with this build, you'll be incredibly tanky. But one card I would recommend investing into if you have the strength bobbleheads or magazines that boost strength or melee is the Curator perk, as the benefits of bobbleheads and magazines will last twice as long. With the legendary perks, we have max rank of Legendary Luck, max rank of Power Sprinter, so that sprinting and power armor consumes 50% fewer action points, and if you're unaware, the Shredder will use up your AP, so having that little bit of extra AP will really help you out in the long run. We also have max rank of Electric Absorption, so that you have a 20% chance for energy damage to recharge your power armor's fusion cores and also restore your health. We also have max rank of Legendary Strength, and this is definitely a must to help boost your special points in strength, as the more points you have in strength, the more damage you'll be dealing with the Shredder, because technically you are using melee. We also have max rank of Legendary Agility and max rank of Power Armor Reboot, so that in the instance that we might get downed while in power armor, we have a 40% chance to auto revive with full health. And with your special points, these will mainly be the special points you want to allocate, but the main thing you want to remember is to try and allocate as many points into strength as you possibly can, because as I previously mentioned, the higher your strength, the more damage you'll be dealing with the Shredder. And lastly, because we're going to be using power armor, I have a full set of Hellcat power armor with a combination of auto stim and bolstering effects. Now that we've covered the mods and the build for the weapon, let's go and test this weapon out and all the enemies that Appalachia has to offer. And before we wrap things up for today, I want to give a special mention to an incredible charity initiative we're supporting during the month of May. This month we're going to be working in association with Folate For Hope in support of Wes Johnson's Alzheimer's Association charity campaign. The Alzheimer's Association leads the way to end Alzheimer's and all other dementia by accelerating global research, driving risk reduction and early detection, and also maximising quality care and support. During this month, myself and many others will be actively campaigning and raising funds for this incredible charity, and we're calling on others who would like to take part and help raise funds by heading over and signing up at folateforhope.com/join. Whether you stream, create content in other ways, your support will go a very long way, so if you'd like to take part, I'll leave a link in a pinned comment below. If you'd also like to donate and help our efforts, you can head over to my Tiltify donation link and donate as much as you'd like to, and again, a link will be made available below. My own personal goal and one I'd love to reach during our efforts is $1,000, but whatever we can reach as a community will be greatly appreciated and will go a very long way in helping the lives of. And there you have it, the minigun. Let me know below in the comments what you thought about the minigun, and if you want to be kept up to date with everything Fallout related, consider clicking that subscribe button and turning on that bell notification button, and if you enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like. And before we head on out, I want to say a big thank you to our channel members for your continued support and dedication to the channel, and of course to all of our subscribers who've helped the channel to grow. If you're also looking at picking up some Bethesda theme items over on the Bethesda store, you can use my creator code BTPineapple053 to receive 20% off of your purchases at checkout. And if you'd like to support the channel a little bit more personally, consider checking out my merch store, which has an array of t-shirts, mugs, prints, and other pineapple themed merch, which I'll leave in a link in the description of this video. And lastly, to you, the viewer, the person who stumbled upon this video, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, stay safe out there in the wasteland. Welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.